Today, I want to build a house in The Sims, but every room is a different wallpaper. There are currently 397 wall paints for The Sims 4, and we are going to randomize which one we use for each room. I have our shell of a house here and our number generator. For the front porch and exterior, we are using the 352nd wall swatch. 352 is this natural vertical planking. Wait a minute. This is really good to get for the outside. Now, it has 8 swatches, but I think because we're using this for the entire exterior, I'm going to roll 2 that we can use. So we will use the 5th swatch and the first swatch. Okay, but the 5th swatch is just a slightly darker version of the first swatch. I think it will provide us a little bit of visual interest. I don't know though, it might just kind of clash. I'm wondering if we could go something sort of modern farmhouse, like use this metal roof. Maybe since I couldn't get a stone accent via randomized wall swatch, we can get a stone accent through our foundation. And we could use these columns with a stone base. I did make this floor plan not thinking about where the windows should go. We really don't have good spots for windows to make it look good from the front at least. What are our thoughts on some big glass windows in the back there? That feels very modern farmhouse or like luxury cabin, maybe more so. Oh no, is it kind of barn dominium now that I look at it? I moved us to Chestnut Ridge and I feel like it just fits so much better here. What can we do from Horse Ranch and what backstory can we start thinking of? I'm wondering if maybe we have kind of like a multi-generational home who've lived on this ranch for years. Maybe we'll do like parents, grandparents, and a teen. That could be fun. And they've always like lived on the same lot, but they just built a new house and that's why it's modern farmhouse style. Or maybe they just did a huge reno. Oh my gosh, and like grandpa sits out here listening to the radio. I didn't realize they have these stone borders in Debug. That changes the game. I do think that in a world like Chestnut Ridge, less is a little bit more when it comes to landscaping. The landscaping looks really bad, but we're gonna call that our exterior for now. Next up, we come into a pretty sizable entryway, and we are going to be using the 253rd wall pattern. 253, another brick for the wall. This has 15 swatches, and we are going to be using the 13th swatch, which is this blue. That is exactly what I wanted. How do we make this, how do you say work? I definitely can think of a layout. That is not the hard part of these challenges. The hard part is the why. Why does the house look like this? Maybe because they're renovating it to be more modern. These were old bricks and they are painted blue currently to let the workers know that these walls are to be painted. Yeah, that's definitely it. I think since this is a multi-generational home, it could be really cute to have sort of a family wall photo area. What? A family photo wall. That's what I was gonna say. But then again, why would these walls be painted blue? Wouldn't they be painted like green? Green means go, or red, like bad, get it out of here? Or maybe there's drama in the renovation plans. Like the teen has always hated these bricks and thought they just were not a good fit for this house and the new style they want to take the house, but the rest of the family wanted to keep them. So while the whole family was away at a horse show, why would they be away at the horse show though? They live in Chestnut Ridge. The whole family was away at a horse show. The teen painted the bricks bright blue in hopes that they would have to get rid of it. That kind of makes me sad. Like, bro, just leave the bricks alone. The whole rest of the family likes them. This is definitely a choice of items that you could put in the entryway. But anyway, I think this is going to be our entryway. Now moving on to the laundry room. We are going to be using the 101st wall pattern in the game. Primrose path with trim. Oh, and this is the only swatch of that. How fun. It's not horrible. It's just not for a laundry room. First thing I want to do is grab our laundry machines just so that we know they have a place. I think the best way to lay this out is to do these here and maybe get some cabinets over on this side and on this side. Maybe we don't do counters on that one. Maybe we do some tall cabinets, or maybe we do the tall cabinets there and the countertops over here. I'm just trying to keep it a more traditional style in hopes that it matches our more traditional style wallpaper. But why do you have the wallpaper in the laundry room? That's just not where you would have it. Maybe because in the days when the farmhouse was built, it wasn't a laundry room like this. It was more just like a storage room, and they used the wash tub outside and the clothesline. Wait, would it be weird if I add in a clothesline like out here? Why couldn't we get the bricks for the laundry room? The way the blue shelf could kind of go with it. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe this laundry room was like retrofit to work with modern laundry appliances, and part of the renovation will be making sure it has proper like tile on the walls, not wallpaper that will probably like peel off. I was thinking thinking for decor, I could get these roses maybe just to kind of match the wallpaper. Guess what I forgot again? A burglar alarm in the entryway. Maybe the last thing we want in here is just something simple on the wall. We could do, oh, that from Werewolves looks quite nice. And I feel like the staple of a bunch of my laundry rooms is the singular light bulb hanging down. But this is going to be our laundry room with the 101st wall pattern in the game. Moving on to our kitchen back here, we are going to be using the 359th wall swatch in the game. Rounded edges from cats and dogs. This has 9 swatches, and we are using the second swatch. It's this dark one. The storyline can't just be that every room's about to be renovated. Oh, it's just waiting on a renovation. That's why the walls are weird right now. We're actually going to do the opposite. This is a renovated kitchen, and it's actually leaning in to the brand new trend that is a scalloped backsplash. It's actually really cool and trendy. You just haven't heard of it yet because it's so new and trendy. But since this is supposed to be a modern, already renovated kitchen, let's use some of our modern appliances. I might go with Home Chef Hustle. I kind of like this dark swatch and the way that it works with the Horse Ranch counters. I want to get a pressure cooker in here because I recently have been using my pressure cooker. I'm going to use it tonight after I film this video. And we have the counter space to get us a coffee pot. These are your coffee syrups. These are your coffee syrups? To be fair, they could be. What if we do a little s'mores station? I'm gonna have to remember to put a fire pit in the backyard. Hey, I forgot about the utensil basket, but I need to keep a counter open for cooking. Maybe I'll put it in the dining room. On the wall, maybe a family bulletin board, perhaps? I think that will be our new kitchen with the new, soon-to-be trending scalloped backsplash. Moving on to the dining area, we are going to be using the 343rd wall pattern in the game. 43 is this rustic riverstone, which is definitely a lot for an entire room, but it does look very nice. And I think this could be a good complement for what I want to do, which is have a wood dining table. I think that's actually like a really nice way to break up the wood tones. But speaking of wood tones, what goes with this table? I think this is one of the renovated rooms in the house. Sometimes I do worry about using too many wood items in one build, but I feel like Horse Ranch, especially this vibe, it might be something you expect to see. And by the way, this wall only had 1 swatch. That's why we didn't roll for a swatch. I think the new ceiling light from the base game has a very modern flair to it. I want something grand across the wall here as well. I'm really tempted to add in, oh my gosh, it put the family that lives on this lot, even though I'm not building this through live mode. Wow. Ooh, this is exactly what I want. These art pieces from the refined living room kit. That's it. But now I'm questioning the chairs that I've chosen. I do always struggle when I have multiple big wall areas in one room because sometimes there's not enough wall items to match from wall to wall. How about the potted palm in here? That feels really nice. Now I am thinking we probably need some curtains. What are the swatches of these beaded ones? I kind of like that a lot, actually. Wait, I almost forgot. I said we were going to use the utensil holder as our centerpiece. That works. Oh, it's so beige. It's a bit too beige. I don't know what else to put in here. Would the little mushroom thing be cute? My beloved cottage living reject that they ended up putting and growing together. What if we actually put this guy on the table? I'm gonna lift him up with my 9 key. That's actually a very nice dining room. I actually really like it. Now we move over to the living area and we are going to be using the 267th wall pattern. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like counting. Can we get like 4 for once? 267? Curious concrete. I am curious which swatch we will get. This has 12 swatches and we'll be using the second swatch, which is this nice light normal green. I shouldn't say normal. I feel like all wall swatches can be normal in some circumstances. I'm going to carry this over up to the hallway just because these walls touch, and also the hallway is not one full room that I'm going to do as one full room. I would love to make the Horse Ranch fireplace a staple. The only unfortunate thing is that to your eye, it should be centered here, but against this wall, it should be centered here. I'm gonna try to have it centered here, and if it bothers you or ends up bothering me too much, it will simply be moved over there. How about the Horse Ranch couch? Is there a green swatch? Well, there's that green swatch. I also was thinking the growing together couch could be nice here. It has a very similar vibe to Horse Ranch. Now, what if we did center it? I really want to bring this wall out here. I would really like some chairs that are a lighter green. Something about this room feels so wrong. What if we put the fireplace on this wall and the TV right there? Could we get a desk in here? And then I really want a bench, but like ooh, what if we did this? I kind of like the size of the Dream Home Decorator one, but it doesn't really go with our style. This one is a bit harder to theme around. I will admit that, just because it is in fact plain, which isn't a bad thing. I'm always going with a plain wall swatch, but it is very blank canvas for us to put our own interpretation on which for us to put our own interpretation. Wait, this rug swatch could be really good, but it's literally in front of the fireplace. Is not good, but it looks so bad when it's sized down. Or you know what we could do? We have the rectangle, which is supposed to be sort of like stone-ish, and we could put this in front of the fireplace to create its own little fireplace area, because that way we can add a little bit more dimension. We can keep our rug. I don't think I put the authority in my last build, and quite a few of you noticed. I didn't do that really on purpose. I just didn't find a place for it. We'll add it in here. I just want to maybe add a few more accent pieces of furniture and maybe clutter it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm just convincing myself it looks good or what, but I'm quite satisfied. I think this is going to be our living room. And let me just pop up here and do the hallway very quickly. I think we'll do this, maybe have another spot for some family photos, and getting a little plant right here. And you know what? Maybe another chair. That's actually a very cute hallway. What happened to this wall? That was really weird. Let me save the game. Okay, 2 more rooms downstairs. We've got this bathroom. It is supposed to be like a full bathroom, and we are going to be using the 288th wall in the game, the Brickery Elite, with corner accent. And out of 4 swatches, we'll use the 3rd one. I feel like this isn't the worst one to get. Maybe this one is being turned into a bathroom. Like maybe this initially was like the garage or the shed, both of these. And in the renovation, they want to turn it into a bathroom. So what kind of bathroom items do I want to put in here? Are we doing something older school since it's supposed to be not renovated? Maybe we do that. Kind of an old-timey antique toilet paper. Because of the corner accent, it doesn't look like this above the toilet cabinet is really going to like work. We could just like live with it, I guess. And then do we throw in the parenthood sink as well? I feel like maybe they like makeshift made this a bathroom really quickly. Maybe this was the sink that was already in the garage or something. This storyline's a bit difficult, guys. I don't know what to do. Maybe we can even add some damage on the wall, implying it needs to be repaired. A little water damage here and there. And I feel like initially when this converted to the bathroom, there was talk of getting it renovated right then and there, but the grandparents, I imagine this one's the grandparents' bedroom, they were like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. We are fine with the older stuff. I can't get over the stark difference between the walls. But this is going to be our first bathroom in the build, the downstairs one. And now we have this huge bedroom, but we're going to be doing the 225th wall pattern in the game. 225 is unbent smoothness, a very plain one again. And this has 12 swatches. We're going to be using the 2nd one, which is literally just plain gray, but that could go with our narrative of this kind of used to be the garage or something like that. Maybe we do some concrete floors, and then our task is to make this kind of as cozy as we can. I really think the life and death bed could be good for this. Do I want to do 2 dressers, or maybe we could do something like flower arranging? I know it's kind of strange to have it in the bedroom, but I'm thinking maybe like grandma is a flower arranger, and really they were just so happy that the rest of the family was moving in. She was like, no, I'll just keep it in the garage, or I mean our room. It's all good, no worries. These curtains from Cats and Dogs really go nicely. And now what rug screams cozy? Could we do life and death? Though maybe it's getting too matchy-matchy, I don't know. I'm trying to make it feel like cute and cozy, but I still get a really like cold feeling looking at this room. I've tried to get some warmer lighting with this lamp. Sometimes that helps. The cheat code for cozy is the fluffy rug. If we wanted to do maybe like a layered rug, I do kind of like that. Maybe we'll have room for more family photos here. I really wonder how it would look if I did do carpet on the floor. Honestly, I think it's the walls. I actually really do think the walls are contributing to the lack of cozy. That gray swatch just looks so cold. But that's going to be it. That is our first bedroom, the grandparents' bedroom. Something is like wrong with this wall, lighting wise, because why is this happening in here? Oh well, let's come up up here, this is going to be our next bedroom, and I don't know whose bedroom it's going to be. And we are going to be using the 134th wall swatch. I keep saying wall swatch. I mean wall pattern. 34. It's just these tiles. We have 3 swatches of these, and we are going to be using the 3rd swatch, which is this beige. Oh, that's a little tough. I have no storyline for why this wall swatch is the wall swatch that it is, why it was tile. This is going to be the parents' room. I was thinking we could go with a very horse ranch vibe for them. Maybe they are very much all about horse ranch. I mean, they're away at a horse competition right now. I mean, it looks fine when you look at it very quickly because you don't realize it's actual tile. Do we make everything like sad beige? Is that how we theme this room on the wallpaper? Maybe one parent is all about horse ranch, but the other is from the city and just yearns for the city. Very like Green Acres type vibe. I haven't asked myself this question about this room. Has this room been renovated yet? Why, if it has been, why did they choose tile? Maybe this renovation is just really disjointed and they're waiting until it's time to change the walls. One of my favorite parts about uploading these chaotic builds to YouTube is when you tell me what you all think the storyline is, and I think this one is a really great one for which to do that. Because like, it's a cohesive layout, but style-wise, it's not cohesive at all. This is a good spot for a hamper, and this is actually the one from the sleek bathroom kit, which does not work with laundry day as of me filming this. I actually really prefer that. I'm not always adding actual laundry machines to my build. Okay, I really like this layout. This wall feels a little blank to me, like maybe more family photos, but I mean, who doesn't like family photos? I don't know. All right, and this is our bedroom. Despite the tile, I think it actually might be one of my favorites. And now we have an ensuite bathroom to this room, and I'm sure we're not going to get tile because that would make sense. We are going to be using the 75th wall pattern in the game. 71, 72. I think we can all agree 72 is not the same as 75. I don't know why I stopped counting there. Please forgive me. Wallpaper in the belfry. I do not think I have ever once used this. This is from Spooky Stuff. We have 6 swatches, and we are going to be using the 6th swatch, which is this red one. I wonder what flooring we could get in here. I almost wonder if vampires could be the vibe for this whole bathroom, because we actually do have bathroom items from vampires. We have a shower tub combo, an old-fashioned toilet with the high tank. My only question with this is, can we do our vampires counters, or do those feel weird here? Oh, I like those a lot. It might go without saying, this room is one that has not been renovated yet. Maybe since Vlad is immortal, one of his previous lives, I guess it wouldn't be previous, it just would be his life. Somewhere throughout the years, Vlad once lived in Chestnut Ridge, and maybe this was his house, hence the bat theming. We even have a vampires themed towel. Wow. And once again, it is a bathroom that I feel most represents what I wanted this challenge to be, in that we actually got a good prompt from the wallpaper here, and we're able to really convey it in the way we furnish the room. What am I doing not including the pictures of the vampires in here? Why would they have this still in the bathroom if they've lived here for a little bit and are renovating the house? I'm not entirely sure why they left them up, but I think that will be it. That will be our 75th wall paint swatch bathroom. Okay, now coming over to our very awkwardly shaped 3rd bedroom. No, like literally, where does the bed go in this? Wait a minute. I'm moving the door over there. We are going to be doing the 378th wall swatch, the vertical clapboard. This has 9 swatches, and we are going to be using the first one. Wait, no, it's beige again. This was supposed to be like the teen room, spunky, fun. This wall is from Outdoor Retreat, and so we could use some stuff from Outdoor Retreat. Oh, it's so beige. Oh, it all matches literally too much. Initially, I was like, maybe the teen wants nothing to do with the horse competitions and the horse ranch legacy. Maybe they're not into horse stuff. Maybe they want to be like a nectar maker. Maybe that's their truth. They like all the horse ranch style stuff, but they want to make nectar. They literally have a nectar making machine in their room. Non-juiceaholic. I think that could be a fun storyline, that the whole family expects them to go into horse riding, but they've just never had a knack for it in the way that everybody else in their family seemed to have. Yeah, I feel like it's very, I'm not giving up my dream, I'm giving up yours. And maybe some old relative that the family has since burned bridges with was a nectar maker, and they've been like, no, you can't go into this profession. It has only brought woe upon our family. But of course, in an act of teenage rebellion, the teen does not care. I'm also going to give them a little garden pot. They can grow things seedlings that they can then turn into nectar. Maybe they have lots of little seedlings for their nectar escapades. And they have their own little plant light. I'm gonna make this purple. Oh my gosh, maybe the family is using the renovation as an excuse to get rid of the nectar making machine. They're like, it's just not gonna fit in the new layout we have for your room. It's just, it can't work. But the teen is like, no. Maybe these are their top secret nectar making plans though. But I think this will be it for our teen room using the whatever number we got, 378. All right, one more room inside is the ensuite bathroom for the teen. And we are going to be using the 314th wall pattern. If you watched my last video, we got a ton of really low numbers when we did this with rugs, and now we're getting all these super high ones. The bricks from Get Together. Well, there are 11 swatches, and we are going to use the 7th one. Oh, I really can't say this is at all what I wanted. I was really hoping to finish out the interior a bit stronger than this. I mean, maybe this is just like a hot new trend, like the scalloped backsplash. I feel like this bathroom had been updated at some point, but it's not getting updated again in the new renovations because the teen knows if they allow the workers into the room, they're gonna take away his nectar setup. We're getting a little too silly goofy in here. I don't know what you all consider the limit of silly goofiness, but I think we are fast approaching it. Since we do have get together walls, we can use our get together hand towels. I don't really think we succeeded that much at this challenge. I think I really anticipated this challenge to go a lot differently than it did. I think I thought maybe the end result would look good. What if we put this like graffiti on the door being like keep out? Like maybe that's what it says. The teen's like, you can't come in here. That is also from Get Together, so that works. I think we'll just get a few bathroom clutter items in here. And that is going to be our bathroom with the 314th wall swatch. And now we have the back patio, which we technically do already have a wall pattern on, but we could make this little bump out an accent. I don't know. We're going to get probably the worst possible thing to be an accent on this. We are going to be using the 44th wall pattern, this above deck one. It doesn't look good, chat. It doesn't look good. Do we do it and then just like ignore it? The best part is this is one of the walls with the most swatches in the game. This has 36 different swatches. We're going to use the 13th one. Oh, that's real lucky. Just kidding. I take it back. I've never said anything bad about that swatch in my life because it is the brown with brown. It's the best we're gonna get out of that one. Now the name of that wall pattern is above deck. Perhaps we incorporate some nautical elements out here, just a couple. I think the barrels can actually go a really long way because we also have some barrels in Horse Ranch. I like that these are called the salvaged barrels. Maybe they got them from the excommunicated relative who was a nectar maker. Like they stole them or something in the great nectar wars of this family. I literally have no idea what I'm saying anymore. I'm gonna put this little hanging fern in this random wall arch hanging thing. I saw one of you do that when I toured the shell challenge builds and I really like it. Ooh, we have our special grill, our little outdoor firebox grill that comes with Horse Ranch. That could definitely make quite the statement right here. And get outdoor dining here. And what if we had a fun hanging light? Horse Ranch chandelier? That could be really nice. I'm not going to forget an outdoor trash can. There is this whole area for horse activities out here. And all I've talked about is how they're going to a horse competition. So I feel it's only right that I make a horse stable. Oh, and I can't forget, we need to also do a fire pit. We'll do 2 horse beds. They can have 2 horsies. And honestly, they have some room for some horse training materials. I'll throw that in there. And we'll make sure the horsies have their water and they have their animal feeder. I think that will be our little horse stable. Now let me make sure that this has a roof. Oh my God, wait, it's a horsey. I definitely knew that at one point, but that really caught my eye today. Okay, well, I think we just need a little bit of terrain paint, maybe a few seats around the fire pit here. I'm never good at terrain paint, but I think that will be it. For every room is a different wallpaper or wall pattern or whatever you'd like to call it. Please let me know what you think the backstory to this build is. I'm very intrigued. If you did make it this far in the video, go ahead and comment a horse emoji or a nectar emoji. Let us know which side you're on. And do make sure that you've liked the video and subscribed to my channel as well. If you liked this video, YouTube thinks you will probably like whatever one's showing on the screen right now, so go check it out, see if YouTube was right. Please do join us at a live stream sometime and also join our Discord link down below. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!